everybody. Gloria wanted to help me cook today, and she wanted us to make another video. She likes watching the videos, so that's what we're going to do. What we're making today is Weight Watchers soup. I think it's called Weight Watchers cabbage soup, and it's 0 points if you're watching your points, and there are 20 calories per serving. There are 8 servings in each batch, and I'm actually going to measure the batch whenever we are done to see how much would be a serving. You say, hey, Glory? And so she's going to help me. It's a little crazy right now. Terminix Man is outside doing our termite pest control thing, so he might actually ring the doorbell again. The dog is inside because of that, so that might be a little crazy, and then all of the other children are roaming around as well. But we'll just go ahead and get started. I have a frying pan, and I'm going to put in just a wee bit of oil. Let me turn on the skillet. Okay. And no, you can't put the oil in, hon. You'll put something else in a minute. So anyway, I started dieting again a few weeks ago, and I'm watching my calories more or less than anything, but I found that there are a lot of Weight Watchers recipes on the internet. So I use the Weight Watchers recipes and sort of guess how many calories there are if they don't indicate how many calories. And then if they do indicate how many calories, that's good for me. But basically, if I were to be on Weight Watchers, I would get about 20 points a day. And so I sort of base things on that. If I was to be on a 1,500 calorie diet, 10 points would equal 750 calories, on and on. So I can sort of guess by the number of points how many calories I would be allowed. Waiting for this to heat up. The first thing of which I have in this pot here, I have 3 cups of beef bouillon broth. It says in the recipe to use 3 cups of fat-free beef, chicken, or vegetable broth. And this week I am making beef broth. I did this recipe last week, and last week. And what I did was I would have it sometimes for lunch or for snacks. And I was also thinking that this would also be a good recipe to have for the whole family. We could add some meat in with this as well. Even some sausage would be good. So what we'll do first, and Gloria's going to be my assistant. What I need you to do is take this and dump it into this, and don't touch the pan, because it is hot. Good job, Gloria. So what we have here is half a cup of chopped carrots. We also have, let me see if I get this right, and I still have to get the green beans. We have, the recipe calls for 2 cloves of garlic. I actually am adding 4 cloves because I like garlic. And it calls for a half a yellow onion, and I am using a whole onion. Would you like to dump this in? Go ahead and dump it in. Don't touch it. That's right. You remembered, didn't you? Okay, so keep your hands back. Now I'm going to put this back over the hot fire. And so what you do is you take your carrot, which is a half a cup. You take your 2 cloves of garlic, unless you want more, and your half of an onion, unless you want more. Because really, garlic and onion really does not add significantly to the calories, so I wasn't worried about adding that much more to the recipe. So what you do is you saute this until it is tender. Oh, it's already smelling good. So we're going to saute that. What we could do is go ahead and add into here. And I'm not going to turn it on with her up here yet, but the recipe calls for 1 tablespoon of tomato paste. So what I do is I have my beef broth in here. You can, like I said, you can use chicken or you can use vegetable. And I'm getting 1 tablespoon of tomato paste. Let me get a teaspoon. You're going to help me put this in? Okay, I'll tell you what. I'm going to hold this and you're going to scrape it out with this spoon, all right? So take this and scrape it out into the pot. You do that? Yep. Yeah, knock it. Good job, Gloria. And what I'm going to do is give you a whisk. Here, I'll take that too. Can you take this whisk and stir it up, please? Thank you. So we added 1 tablespoon of tomato paste to the broth. The recipe calls for 2 cups of chopped cabbage and a half a cup of zucchini squash. So you chop both of those up. Good job. Can you dump this in the pot, please? And I can't remember if I needed to add more water to this recipe, but if you needed to add more water to cook it, it's no problem because, of course, water is 0 calories. Don't put it on your head. You know, we're not going to need this anymore because you whisk that together. So we'll put that over there. You can stir it up with this. She says that she's helping this time. You can help some other time. All right, so we are...
Mom, is there any cabbage left?
No, we're going to have to give the leftover cabbage to the chickens. Okay, so after this is sauteed, we're going to put it in this. But before then, this recipe calls for a half a teaspoon of basil, a half a teaspoon of oregano. I don't have oregano or basil alone, so what I'm going to do is add 1 teaspoon of Italian seasonings. Let's see if this will fit in there. Yes, it does. Very good. Here, you want to dump that in? Okay, go ahead, hold it. Dump it right in the pot. Good job. It also calls for salt and pepper. We'll put in some salt. Would you like to pour that in? Go ahead and pour it in. Which actually, you know, the last time I made this, I did not add salt, so this is going to be a wee bit saltier. And the reason I didn't is because I used bouillon cubes before, and it has a lot of salt, a lot of sodium in it. But oh well, this will be a little bit saltier. That's okay. Looking for the pepper. Hang on. I'm looking for the pepper while I'm watching her. Make sure she doesn't surprisingly touch the stove. Usually she's pretty good with knowing what she can and cannot do, but you never take that for granted. So we're going to add some pepper. Gloria, would you like to add the pepper in here? No, she's wanting to play with the dog. So add the pepper. That's a teaspoon of pepper. You can add it to taste, the salt and the pepper. One other thing I need to go to the pantry for and get. Can you step down while I go to the pantry, please? I'm going to turn off those carrots, garlic, and onions. Okay, I'll have to go to a long-term storage pantry to get green beans because we're out downstairs. But let's pretend that we put in a half a cup of green beans, and those can be frozen. I don't think I have any in the freezer. No, I don't have any in the freezer, so I'll have to go upstairs. And I believe when I measured it out last week, a equaled 1 can, and I just drained the can and put it in. So what I'm going to do is turn the stove on, the pot that has the cabbage mixture, and I'm going to add the sauteed vegetables. This is the onions, garlic, and carrots into the pot. And looking at this, yes, I would like to add some more water. And so to sort of clean the skillet out, I added water to that, and I'm pouring it in. And so all you do is you simmer this for a while. So basically what I've been doing is, and I hope to put this on video too. I feel sort of silly putting it on video because thank you, this is chili beans, honey. I don't think we can put green beans, chili beans in the recipe. You're so sweet. She went and got a can of chili beans trying to be helpful. That's so sweet. Let's see. Samuel, could you run upstairs and get me a can of green beans, please? Thank you. And have somebody doing a run for me. So anyway, what I was saying is, same thing every day. Same thing basically every day. In the morning, I have a, you can't step up right now because this is going. If you step up, it has to be over on this side where there's no fire. I have an omelet, which actually has a good vegetable mixture in with it. You know, what I could do is this. Instead of putting it on another... Oh, Sheba. Thank you. So, thank you so much, Samuel. You went and got me a can of green beans. Hang on, Gloria. And look, there's a stem at the very top. I'll take that out.
Mom, I can't put it in.
You can drop it in just a minute. Okay, so try to dump this in. Shake. Look in the can. Is there anything else in the can?
No.
Nope. Okay. No, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay. Stir it. We'll pretend it's done. So anyway, for breakfast in the mornings, it's okay, Sheba.
Sit.
Start barking at the Terminix man. Each week I chop up some onion, tomatoes, bell pepper, and mushrooms. And then each morning for breakfast, because if you were to be on Weight Watchers, the vegetables would be 0 points. I take my skillet and I use the same skillet. I throw in a handful or two of this. And then I take, thank you so much. I take egg beaters and a half a cup of egg beaters, which would equal, I believe it's 2 eggs. Which I don't use egg beaters brand. This is all whites. You can use any brand. Actually, it's 1/3 cup equals 2 large eggs. So I would saute my vegetables in a little oil in the skillet. And then I take enough egg whites to equal 2 large eggs. And I take 1 piece of 40-calorie toast. And I use some of the margarine spray. Like this here. I put this on the toast, and then I put just 1 teaspoon of jelly, smear it very thinly across the toast. We're not going to need this, no. And that's breakfast. I'm trying to figure out real quick. I think it's about 200 calories. Now, sometimes I will add a little cheese on top of the egg and vegetable mixture after it's been cooked. And that, of course, would significantly add to your calories. When you have cheese in anything, it adds a lot of calories to that dish. So that's breakfast. Then, if I was hungry before lunch, I would eat a serving of the soup. I believe it was 1 cup. And so let me get out a big measuring cup here. I'm going to see. This is supposed to be 8 servings. Now, mind you, it does have a little bit more cabbage in it. It has a half an onion more in it, and also 2 more cloves of garlic than normal. I need you to get down while I pour this into the measuring cup, please. Okay, get in, please. No, you can't do that. Dangerous. Can you say dangerous? Yes. All right. Basically, this is 8 cups. So it would be 1 cup per serving. And I'm going to put this right back into the pot because it needs to be cooked longer. I just want to do that to make super sure it is 1 cup. So, like I said, at breakfast, I would have the egg mixture, and then if I wanted a snack in the morning, I would have some of the soup, and it's 20 calories per cup. That's hardly nothing. And then at lunchtime, every day a salad. Every day, almost every day. Sometimes I will have a sandwich, but no matter what it is, it's 300 calories or less. And then again in the afternoon, if I want another snack, I'll go back to the soup. It's very nutritious. It has a lot of vegetables in it, and it's very filling. But if you think about it, with those 3 meals, having the egg, the omelet for breakfast, the soup for a snack, and if I have a salad for lunch, no, that's not nice, is it? Tell them you're sorry. Look at them and tell them you're sorry. Glory, look at the camera. Say, I'm sorry. Excuse me, please. Please. Thank you so much. And so we would actually add, let's see, the 1 piece of toast between breakfast, snacks, and lunch is the only carbs that I would have because I don't add any croutons or anything to my salad. So anyway, and then have a sensible supper. I usually stick between 600 and 800 calories for supper. And then whenever I can, exercise. So I'm going to turn this on and finish it off. It does taste very good. I think it's the Italian seasonings that adds all of the flavor to it. Don't step up, please. I have the fire going. So anyway, I thought I'd share that with you guys. And if you have any questions or comments, please be kind and leave them below. And until then, I'll talk to you later. Bye.